Sister Sophie, a Franciscan servant of Mary, invites all of you, brothers and sisters everywhere, at this very moment to a renewed personal encounter with God and welcome you to be mediators of reconciliation and peace. Peace is the crying need of the hour. True and lasting peace in the world has three interdependent and interrelated dimensions: personal, peace within individuals; social, peace within the society; ecological, peace within the world of nature. Peace within the individual is the basis of peace in the world. The UNESCO Constitution emphasizes that as wars begins in the mind of persons, it is in the minds of people that defenses for peace must be constructed. Only when there is peace within the individual can there be peace in the family and in the society. Without forgiveness and reconciliation, there can be no inner peace. Repentance is a precondition for forgiveness. Family is the basic social unit. Without peace in individual families, there can be no peace in human society. Social peace will be disturbed if we do not live in harmony with the world of nature, humankind, and all other living beings inhabiting planet Earth. Together constitute an Earth family. Let us take home the beautiful thought expressed by Pope Francis in Laudato Si. Saint Francis of Assisi reminds us that our common home, Earth, is like a sister with whom we share our life and a beautiful mother who opens her arms to embrace us. I would like to share with you an anecdote. Sandra Walker, a mother of two, lost her husband in a car accident that also caused her to have a life-changing injury, according to the Daily Mail. At the trial for the accident, in her court statement, Sandra said she sympathized with the woman who crashed into them, who herself lost a child in the accident, and gave her a hug. I know she is going through as much pain as I am feeling. I wanted her to know that I forgive her for what she did, Sandra told WSB TV. To err is human, to forgive is divine. The source of true and lasting peace is the grace of God. Our relationship with others, even with our close friends and family members, will be affected adversely if there is anger within us towards somebody. We might be hurt, humiliated, betrayed, and wounded by many in our lives. We carry these wounds within us and create a wounded world. This is the tragedy of the modern world. Peace is possible when these inner wounds are healed and we are reconciled with ourselves and others. Other human beings are our own brothers and sisters in the human family. In the Old Testament, 1 Samuel 25:32 following, we shall see how Abigail became a mediator to David in preventing innocent bloodshed and taking revenge. David then said to Abigail, "Blessed be Yahweh, the God of Israel, who sent you to meet me today. Blessed be your good judgment, and may you yourself be blessed, for you have prevented me from shedding blood and avenging myself today. For as Yahweh, the God of Israel, lives, he has prevented me from hurting you. If you did not hurry to meet me, not a single male belonging to Nabal would have been alive by morning." David accepted what she had brought him and told her, "Go back home in peace. I have listened to you and granted your request." Forgiveness is the basis of reconciliation and healing, without which there can be no true and lasting peace. We need to let go of our ego, selfishness, and pride if we are to rise higher for our quest for peace. Most people will not give up anything unless they are sure of getting something better. The kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls. On finding one pearl of great value, he went and sold all that he had and bought it. These were the words of eternal wisdom spoken by Jesus, the Prince of Peace. Now let us glance at the real life story of true forgiveness. It is none other than Saint Maria Goretti, who fought courageously to preserve her purity. She was stabbed to death at the tender age of 12 by Alexander. He was put in prison and on release, he returned to her mother Asumda and asked pardon, and Maria Goretti's mother forgave him with unconditional love. A forgiven sinner became a true Franciscan brother to serve the humanity. We have in the history great persons such as Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Pope John Paul II, Gladys Chains, Mother Teresa, Sister Rani Maria's mother, who promoted forgiveness and peace. The central theme of reconciliation and peace. Father, forgive them, for they know not know what they do. Luke 23:34. God never tires of forgiving us. We are the ones who tire of seeking His mercy. Christ, who told us to forgive one another 70 times 7, Matthew 18:22, has forgiven us. His example, time and time again, He bears us on His shoulders with a tenderness which never disappoints but is always capable of restoring our joy. He makes it possible for us to lift up our heads and to start anew. When we are reconciled and at peace, we belong to God's family. I would like to illustrate with a little story. A second grade teacher was registering two little boys who were transferred from another school. She noticed their surnames were the same and that they were about the same height and dressed alike. So she asked, "Are you twins?" "No," one of them replied. Then she read the birthdays of their transfer slips, and there was only 6 months difference in their ages. So she asked, "Are you cousins?" "No," said the other boy. "We are brothers. Will you please have your mother write down when each one of you was born and bring it to me tomorrow?" "Why?" asked one of the boys. "Because," explained the teacher, "if you are in twins and you are brothers, George would have to be more than 6 months older than Larry." The boys looked at each other. Then George turned to the teacher with a smile and said, "I don't have to be older because you see, one of us is adopted, but we don't know which one." This is exactly what it means to belong to God's family. God the Father, in His great love and mercy, has taken all of us into His own family. The past is erased and we begin a new life with God. During the pandemic COVID 19 and lockdown, let us take a look at how peace is affected in a turbulent world. I would like to share the reflection of a young lady. When I say the word corona, what does it do to you? You get fearful, you get anxious, and there is great panic. Now, this is the most often used word in today's times. Our internal dialogue is all about the corona. Our external dialogue is all about the corona. And you know, the actual meaning of the word corona is the crown. But did you know that the outer layer of the sun is also called the corona? The stellar corona, it has a beautiful golden ring, but we can never ever see that ring because the sun is so bright and we are blinded by its light. But when the sun goes through the solar eclipse, when it goes to complete darkness, we can see its beautiful stellar corona in its golden light. So think about it. We humans are going through exactly the same thing. We are going through complete darkness and we allow ourselves, we could actually see our own true light. We have been so blinded by our lifestyles, our big houses, cars, the fast paced life, our bank accounts. We have been so blinded in celebrating the wrong heroes, the wrong heroines. Have we truly stopped and celebrated the ones who truly matter? Our farmers, our healthcare providers, our doctors, our nurses, our police, our teachers, our elders, our seniors. So the virus is here to actually make us go through dark times, but to also see what truly matters. And what truly matters today is kindness, is love, is generosity, is oneness, that we are one, and most importantly, love and simplicity. Today, what we really want is each other, to tell each other that I am here for you and it is all going to be fine, to celebrate the simple things in life. So, the next time you think of the word Corona, think about your true light, your wisdom, and the wisdom is all about oneness, kindness, and love. The theme of reconciliation and peace is best explained in post resurrection scene, the magnanimous nature of Jesus, an invitation to have a breakfast served fresh and hot, broiled fish and bread at the seashore. It is after this memorable and unexpected event, perhaps the last meal with 7 of his disciples, Jesus entrusted Peter the great responsibility of feeding the lambs, taking care of his sheep. Peter, who denied him publicly, is made the leader and head of his followers. Let us not flee from the resurrection of Jesus. Let us never give up, come what may. Let nothing inspire more than his life, which impels us onwards. In peace and joy, I thank everyone and would like to wind up with a universal peace prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi.
Make me a channel of your peace, where there